Hello, welcome to this week's Midweek Connection. My name is Todd Jordan. I serve as senior pastor here at Strawbridge United Methodist Church. In Jeremiah 29:11, the prophet assures the people with this passage, "For I surely know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for your welfare and not for harm, to give you a future with hope." Something that every church needs to do every once in a while is remember and reflect on who are we now and what is God calling us to now, to vision, if you will. We have a mission statement to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world, but who is God calling us to be now in the face of that mission? And as we reflect on it, I think it's also important to remember the words of Psalm 127, verse 1, that unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. It has to be something that God is a part of at the very foundation of whatever it is that we're doing. And so for those of you who have been here for over a year or so, you know our church has been through an incredible transformation. A year ago, we were averaging about 250 or so in worship on any given Sunday. This past Sunday, we had 540. So we have grown tremendously. And so now we're asking, who are we now as a church? And who is God calling us to be? We need to understand or reflect on this vision that God is giving us based on who we are now. And that might be a vision that involves maybe some construction, whether it's renovating current space or building new space or some combination of the two in order to accommodate the new numbers. And so we did have a vision team that reported this to church council, and church council said, well, before we start raising money and making plans on what we're going to do or not do with the building, maybe we need to just reflect on how God is speaking to us and how God is speaking through us now. So we are embarking upon a sort of vision campaign, if you will, to get a sense of who we are now and where God is calling us to go. And our first step in that is through a questionnaire that we need your help with. You know, God speaks to us and God speaks through us. And I feel as your pastor that it is important to get a sense of where everyone in our worshiping community senses God working in our midst. And so if you're a member, if you're a visitor, if you're a part of the Strawbridge worshiping community at any level, whoever you are, we want your input in this survey. Now, most of you will take it electronically, and there's a link with this video. You click on it, and it's not very long. It takes maybe 5-10 minutes and submit it, and then we have it. For those of you that prefer a hard copy to fill out, we will have these available in the narthex on Sunday for you to take, and you can fill it out on Sunday and put it in the box or take it with you and get it back. Also, if you want to come by the church office during regular office hours, we'll have hard copies for you to fill out as well. We really want to hear from you, and we really want to know where you sense God working in our midst and where God may be leading us. What we'll do then after we get all of this culminated together, we as a church will take a look, the leaders, and kind of get a sense of what our next steps should be. We probably will do some building at some point, and we've got an architect ready to work with us, and we'll do more listening at that point. We'll listen to individuals and focus groups and other voices in the church. We'll probably need to raise some money if we're going to do some building. And so with our capital campaign process, there'll be more listening and more reflecting as well. So there'll be plenty of time to get your voices in on a whole number of levels, and really as a community kind of move together through these exciting times. God is absolutely up to something. If you've been in worship or worshiped with us online, you can sense there is a sweet spirit in this place. God is doing powerful things for us and through us inside the church walls and outside the church walls. We want to continue moving forward. So if you will, at the end of this video, take a few moments and fill out the survey online and submit it, or in worship, get a hard copy and turn it in. I would very much appreciate that. Your voice is necessary. Your voice is important, and we need to hear from everyone to get a sense of who we are now and where God is leading us. Also, as a side note, I just want to ask you to continue prayers for the people of Maui. With this video, there's also a link if you want to send some financial support directly to that. You can. The United Methodist Church Advanced Special through UMCOR, the United Methodist Committee on Relief, takes 100% of that gift and sends it to relief aid for the folks of Maui. So thank you so much for the ways that you're supporting Maui through your prayers and your gifts. Thank you for all the ways you're supporting our church through your prayers, your presence, your gifts, your service, your witness, and through your participation in this survey. May God bless you, and I look forward to worshiping with you this Sunday.